class. Okay. So what is class? In coming sessions, I will detail explain. At least for few sessions, just blindly follow as it is, what I'm saying, okay? So after a few sessions, you will understand what exactly class means, what is object, all these things. So how to create a new class? So to create a new class, under this package, whatever package we created, just right click on it, new, here you can see class. So just click on this class and here this window will open. In this, you can just provide a class name. You don't need to change anything here. Just on the name box, you can provide. So here, I'm just giving some name to the class, I say. And always remember, the class name should always start with uppercase character. This is the naming convention. So we need to follow certain naming standards. In Java, I will tell you what are those naming conventions. But initially, you can just check. So whenever you provide a class name, you have to start with uppercase character. So I can say first Java program. Or you can just give whatever name you want. I can simply say welcome. Or you can say anything. Okay, let me just give like this. First Java program. So don't give any spaces. So this should be one single word. And in between, if you find any words, you can use uppercase character, no problem. But don't give any spaces. And it should start with uppercase character. Just take this name and just directly click on this finish button. So don't take any of this option. Just provide your class name and just click on finish. So once you've done it, you will see a new class is got created under day 1 and automatically open another window. It can close this window. Again, if you want to open, just double click on this program, Java, and you can see this window. So this is a simple way of creating a new class. We'll try to understand what exactly they are. But initially, we will try to understand the steps. What are the steps? First, we created new Java project. And you can directly do like this. Go to directory file and then click on the new. And here you can say new Java project. This is the navigation. And after how to create a new Java package, just right click on SRC and then select package. How to create a package, just right click on SRC, new package. This is the navigation. Right click on SRC and then package. So this will create a new package. Now how to create a new class? Again, right click on package which we created above and then new class. So just right click on package like this and new class. So this is the navigation. So once you created your class, now we are ready to write your Java program. So font is very, very smaller. So let us try to increase this font. So even this window package explorer font is very small. And this is also very small, right? So let us try to increase this font. If you want to increase this font, there is a shortcut key. Okay, so again say, Control plus. Let's say Control plus. Automatically this will increase the font like this. Okay, Control minus means decreasing. Control plus shortcut key. I'll just put here. To increase font in window, in Eclipse window, you can say Control plus. Control, cut CTRL plus button. So both you have to press. Control plus multiple times you can press automatically, the font weight increased. Okay, now if I look at this, the first line is representing in which package we are writing the Java program. So the package is a keyword. And here day 1 is the name of the package and a semicolon representing end of the statement. Semicolon representing end of the statement. So every program, whenever you start writing the new class, the first line is representing the package, in which package you have created a class. Okay. Now, if you look at this, these are all Java keywords. Public, class, and this is the name of the class, and starting curly brace, ending curly brace. So if I look at this particular syntax, public class, public is basically called as access modifier. Class is a keyword which is actually representing this is a class. So in the coming sessions, you will understand in detail what exactly they are. And once you understand object-oriented programming concept, then you will be able to understand this. So next to few sessions, just follow blindly. Just like this, okay? Public class, class name, and curly brace is representing the starting point. So you can put in the same line or you can put in the next line also, no problem. This is the starting point of the class and this is the ending point of the class. So whatever you want to write in a program should be part of this open and closing curly braces. Here you have to write. This is called scope of the class. Where it is got started, here it is started and here it is ended. So this part is called scope of the class. And inside this class, we have to create something called a main method. So how to create the syntax is public, static, void, main. In this you have to write something called string arguments. Don't worry if you are not understood this, no problem. This is not the right time to understand all these things. Just use it as it is. The coming sessions you will get more understanding about this. So this is the class and the name of the class. Inside this we have to write something called main method. This is called main method. This part is called main method. So whatever Java program you created, wherever you created, whenever you created, you must write this syntax. You must write this syntax. Public class, class name, started point, and public static void main, and string args. And again, this is the starting point of main method. This is the ending point of main method. This is called main method. And the class always contains the method. So currently we have created only one method. We can also create multiple methods. So that we will see later. For now, the class contains the one main method. So without having this main method, we cannot execute the class. If you want to run this class, if you want to execute and see the result of the class, we have to write main method. So main method must ensure. And if you don't have this main method, you cannot run this program. First of all, we have not written anything so far. Just we created a new class. Inside this, we just created one main method. So whenever you create a new class, main method must be present. Without main method, you cannot run the program. So main method must be present inside the class. Now, whatever you want to write should be part of main method. Now, I want to print some message, some welcome message as an output. When I execute this program, I want to get some output message like welcome to Java. So how we can do that? I can just write one statement here. System.out.println. System.out.println. And here I am writing some message, welcome to Java. And then semicolon. I have written only one single statement in the main method. So this is a simple program I have created. Now, when I execute this program, I will get output this one. So whatever I mentioned here, this I will get as an output. But how to run this program, how to execute this program, you can do multiple ways. You can just right click here, run as Java application. Or you can directly go here, run menu, and you can use this option. Control F11 is a shortcut key. Or you can directly click on this icon, run first Java program.java. So normally when you do like this, you will get this window. Every time whenever you run your program, you'll get this window. But basically what it is saying, do you want to save this program before running? Yes, every time before running, we have to save the program. It should happen. So I will select this checkbox so that next time onwards, it will not ask you to save it every time. It will automatically saved by Eclipse. So next time this window will not appear if you select this. So okay. And once you executed, now we can see in the console window, this is called console window. And here you are able to see the output of the program. So when I execute this program, you will see this output here. Now, I will write one more statement here. I can say system dot out dot println. So what is system dot out dot println means? So this is actually the print statement. If you want to print something as an output, we have to use this command, system dot out dot println. Again, in the coming sessions, you will understand what is this system, what is an out, what is println. In detail, we will try to understand. But as of now, we can just try to understand. If you want to write or if you want to print something as an output, you have to use this command, system dot out dot println. And inside this bracket, you can keep. For example, I will say 10 plus 20. 10 plus 20 and then semicolon. So in Java, semicolon is representing end of the statement. Whenever you put semicolon, that is representing this statement is got ended. But this is not applicable for class as well as method. We should not put semicolon here. Similarly, we should not put semicolon for main method. Okay? Semicolon is applicable for only statements which are provided inside this main method. Every statement is ended with the semicolon. Now I have written one more statement, 10 plus 20. Now when I execute this program, run as a Java program, now you can just see, this is the output of the first statement and this is the output of the second statement. In the second statement, what I have done? 10 plus 20. So what is plus will do? It will add two numbers, 10 plus 20, 30. So we got it 30 as an output. Okay. Now this is how we can simply write a Java program and execute our Java program. Then you can see the output in the console window. And one more thing. In the first println statement, I put this in the double quotations. But in the second statement, I haven't put in the double quotations. What could be the reason? If you put in double quotations, then what will happen? See, I'm keeping inside the double quotations. Now execute and see what will happen. When I run as a Java program again, see this? It is just printed as it is. It is not exactly calculated the output. What does it mean? Whatever you keep inside the double quotations, it will exactly print in the console window as an output. It will not do any change. But we want to perform some operation here. We want to do some calculation here. So whenever you want to use any arithmetic operators like minus, plus, division, all those things, we should not put those numbers in the double quotations because they are the numbers. Only the string is nothing but what? A characters, a group of characters is called a string. So those only we can keep in the double quotations. So numbers or when I do some operations, we should not put in the double quotations. Now when I execute this, you will exactly get whatever you want. Okay? So this is how we can simply create a new Java program and execute and see the output in the console window. Fine. So now I'm going to show you one more program. You can just close the console window, close your Java. And what we have understood here, how to create a new class. And inside the class, we have created this main method manually. And these are all Java keywords, reserved keywords. We should create exactly the similar way. We should not write uppercase characters. By mistake, if you make this a public is uppercase character, this is not recognized by Java. You can see Eclipse is intimating you. There is a syntax error here. You can clearly understand that. This is another major usage of Eclipse. Whenever you do some mistakes, Eclipse will easily identify and intimate. So instead of lowercase, I put uppercase character. What it is saying? Syntax error on token public. So you should remove this and put as a lowercase character. Same thing for static void also. These are all lowercase characters. All keywords, Java keywords, means Java is having their own meaning for these keywords. All keywords is appear in same color and they are all in lowercase characters. And one more thing here, in the string, S is uppercase character. We have to write exactly the same. If you put lowercase character, then it is a error again. It should be uppercase character. And same system, S is uppercase character. Instead of uppercase, if I use lowercase character, then it will give an error. So S is a uppercase character. In the coming session, slowly we'll make you understand what is the naming convention, how to do it, all those things. Okay, within 1 or 2 days, you will not get all these things. Once you start practicing, slowly you will understand where exactly we use uppercase character, where exactly we use lowercase character. where exactly we use double quotes, where we should not use double quotes. All those things you will be familiar slowly once you start practicing it. Okay, within few days you will not get. It takes some time. Initially you will definitely do some mistakes and try to understand where exactly you have done mistake and rectify it and try to execute it. So this is the first program which we have seen. Now I'm going to create one more new program after saving this. So now I want to create another program. So on the same day one, I'm going to create new class, another class. And here you can just provide only class name. So this is my second Java program. So I can say second Java program. And one more thing. So whenever you create a new class, which should contain a main method. So main method, without having main method, you cannot execute a program. Main method should be present in the class. So in the previous program, what we have done, we have created our own main method. Manually, we have written the main method. But if you don't want to write manually, you can select this box. Public static void main string args. If you look at this particular statement, you can automatically select this so that it will automatically add main method inside the class. If you select this option, you can simply directly say finish. Just observe. Yes, it is created a new class and also it is created main method inside this. So inside this main, you can put the curly brace in the next line also, like this. Now this is a simple comment statement, you can just remove it. See this? The structure is got created automatically. Now where we have to write our code? Inside main method. So here I am going to write something. So if you want to print something, what is the command we have to use? System.out.println, and here we can write, let's say welcome to Java. So this statement is end here, and when I run this, it will print as it is. Whatever you print in the double quotations exactly is got print. Okay, now suppose I don't want to write this entire statement, system.out.println. Sometimes when you write a complete statement, you will do some mistakes. So I automatically insert this entire statement. Automatically I want to write system.out.println. Simply what you can do is, you can write only syso, syso, S is uppercase character, syso, and after typing syso, syso, just press control space. Control space. That's it. Automatically the entire thing will be added. Control space. Command is control versus space. So when I execute this control space, automatically the entire statement will be added. I'll show you one more time. You can just look at this. Syso, just type syso, syso, control space. If you are working on Mac, you have to just press command space. Okay, here on Windows, control space. When I say control space, automatically added. Okay, this is a shortcut. So now I can put whatever you want in the double quotations. You can say hello. So whatever you put in the double quotes, when I run this program, you will see same message is got printed. Okay. Now I want to show you something here. So whenever you're creating a class, you have to provide the class name. So we need to follow certain naming conventions. So we need to follow certain rules when I provide in the class name. So what are the rules we have to follow? Rules. Or we can simply say naming conventions. So what are the rules we have to follow when you provide the class names? The first rule is the class name should start with uppercase character. Class names always start with uppercase characters. Second thing is class name should not start with number. Class name should not start with a number. Okay? And the class name contains underscore but not hyphen. Contains underscore but not hyphen. Special characters are not allowed. Class name contains the numbers. Numbers also we can have, but it should not start with a number. So I'll tell you. Suppose, let me try to create another class. So when I create a new class, it should not start with a number. Let's say 1, 2, 3. No, not possible. It is saying not valid identifier. And here I can say my class. This is also not possible because it is starting with a number. For example, we can do like this. I can say my class 1. You can put like this 1, 2, 3. I can write like this because first you need to start with the characters, then followed by the numbers. It is allowed. But the class name should not start with the numbers. Okay, that's the one thing. Suppose if you want to give some space, for example, I say here I'm writing my first class. There are 2, 3 words out there. My first class. Every word should start with uppercase character. But if you want to divide them, you should not give spaces like this. Spaces are not allowed. But instead of spaces, you can just give one underscore. Underscore is allowed. Only underscore is allowed from the special characters. Other than underscore, it will not allow you to put any other special character. Suppose instead of underscore, I want to put hyphen. It is not allowed. Hyphen is not allowed. Okay, all special characters are not allowed except this underscore. Only underscore is allowed. Okay, so while creating the class, just remember these rules. Class name should start with uppercase character. Class name should not start with a number. Class name can have underscores in the middle of something, and special characters are not allowed. And class name contains the numbers, but it should not start with a number. As per the second point, it should not start with the number, but in between the class name, you can use numbers. Okay? So these are the naming conventions we have to follow when you're creating a new class. Now go back to the second Java program. So here we can use this method, system.out.println, and whatever you put in the double quotes, it will as it is printed in the console window. Now, I will try to put multiple statements. Just observe this. This is one statement, 3, 4, 5 statements. So when you run this program, so the same message will be printed 5 times. You can see how many statements I have written? 5 statements. So we got all 5 statements. 5 times it is got printed. So this is the method. So first, we have to create a new class. Inside it, this is the method. And here the method is starting point, this is the ending point. Here is the starting point of the class, is the ending point of the class. Always remember, the class contains this method. And without having this main method, we cannot execute your program. So execution will always start from the main method itself. JVM, Java Virtual Machine, will start executing the program from the main method itself. Okay. Now, let us see something about comments. What is comment? There are 2 kinds of comments, single line and multi-line comments. Single line, multi-line comments. What is comments? What is use of comments? So comments are basically improve the readability of the code. For example, let us say I have written 5 statements here. And whenever I also enable this statement. So if I execute this, by default it will execute 6 statements. See, all of them are got executed. Now, I don't want to execute this particular statement. The first statement I don't want to execute. Simply we can comment it. So how to comment the single line? You can simply say // Put one // forward //. This will automatically comment that line. So whenever you comment it, Java will not execute that particular statement. So initially you got this message. After commenting, if you execute your code, you will not execute this statement. Rest of the statements are got executed. So whichever statement you don't want to execute, you can put a comment. So for example here, these 2 statements also I don't want to execute. So just put that as a comment. So when you run it, you will get only 3 statements. Only these 3 got executed. Okay. And suppose I want to comment everything, only except the first statement, and all these statements I want to comment. Okay. In this case, what you can do is, if you have just 2 to 3 lines, you can do like this. Like this. Okay, suppose you have 20 lines or 50 lines or 100 lines of code. Then, instead of using single line comment, you can comment all the lines in one shot. Simply you can say 1/*. So this is starting point. Here you want to start comment. and where you want to end all the statement you want to comment. So at the end of the last statement, you can close this by using star and a slash. So now all these statements are got commented. So slash star, star slash. Here star comes after the slash, here star comes before the slash. So this is called multi-line comment. So now when I execute this, all the lines are commented except the first line. Only first line will be executed. So single line comment, use slash slash, and multi-line comment, you can use slash slash, and the starting point, and this is the end. And what is the use of this comment? It will just improve the readability of the code. And also, you have written some piece of code, and you only can understand the code. Suppose you created some variables and some looping statements, and you have written some logic inside the program. And if you provide your program to somebody else for reading, they can't understand your code. And suppose you created some piece of code, some logic you have written, they don't understand. So, before writing the logic, if you write some comment before that, so why you created this variable, why you created this looping statement, why you created this data type. If you write some meaningful message, so others will able to understand your code by just reading that comment. So that will improve the readability of your very, very helpful. A single line comment and multi-line comment. And also, if you don't want to execute some piece of code or some piece of lines in your program, you can simply comment them. Either it can be single line or it can be multiple lines. So that's how we can use commented, single line comment and multi-line. Okay. So how to create a class, how to create a main method. So for few sessions at least, follow the same structure as it is, and you will be able to understand this in the coming sessions. Slowly I'll make you understand, because we need to understand so many other concepts to understand this. So what is public, what is class, and what is static, what is made, okay, what is void, and what is the string argument, what is this bracket, and what is this system or println. There are many things are here. So to understand all of them, at least we need to finish 4 to 5 sessions. And then you will be able to understand what exactly they are. Okay, we will try to understand individually what are those keywords. There's separate sessions are there to understand this, and once you understand, then we will understand the complete part. What is class, what is main method, what is system, what is println. So you will get to know exactly what are they. So this is a basic understanding. So what we have seen so far is, we have successfully installed Java, and we have also successfully installed Eclipse IDE, and then we have created a new Java project in Eclipse. We have created a new package in Eclipse under Java same project, and we have created a new class, and inside the class we have written simple one main method, and then we have executed. Okay. So for today, just practice this much. Try to set up the environment, install Java, install Eclipse, and once the environment is done, then create a new project in your Eclipse. And before starting Eclipse, it will ask you the workspace. Create a workspace and create a new project. And every day I will create a new package like this. Let's say day 1 is pray. Tomorrow day 2, day 3, day 4, like this. Every day I will create a new folder, new package, and I will create all the programs. And I will share these code examples on day-to-day basis. Okay. And to install Eclipse and Java, you don't have any specific restrictions actually. You don't need any system specification. Just 8 GB RAM is enough. If you have, you can just try. So you can just run that app as an administrator. Sometimes you may not have privileges to run the applications. So in those cases, what you can do is, for example, you have downloaded this Eclipse software, right? Instead of directly double clicking on this, you can just run as an administrator. You can right click, run as an administrator, so that it will execute the software as an administrator. Sometimes if you do not have proper privileges, you cannot run the installers on your system, on your PC. So in those cases, you can just run that software as an administrator. So then it will continue to execute. Any software, whichever download you have done, you can just run that as an administrator. And if you are working on Mac users, you guys also open the terminal as an administrator, connect to the administrator user and try to install all the softwares. Right? So that is all for today's session. So just try to do this for today. Just try to understand, install and get the environment ready. And once the environment is ready, then create a new Java project, new package, and try to create a new class and just try to play with them. Okay, just create multiple classes and see how they are executing and how we are able to see the output in the console window, and try to change something in these print statements. Okay, and then try to execute and see the output. So explore these things. First you get familiar with these things, because you do a lot of mistakes as a beginner. Okay, so you do a lot of mistakes, and try to figure out what the mistakes you have done and rectify them. And also Eclipse will give you clear intimation, clear notification if you do some mistake. So correct it and then you will able to run it. And try to put the curly braces correctly. Okay, whenever you open the curly brace, it should end here. And here the main method curly brace, it should end here. Okay, only the statements should have semicolon. Main method and the public class, these class and main method should not have any semicolons. So just get familiar with these basic stuff, and from tomorrow we'll continue the further concepts. Okay? Alright, so that's all for today's session. I will stop here. Rest of the topics we will discuss in the next session.